Hey, hardworking friends. Today I'm talking about how to take better care of yourself. So it's just awesome when we start realizing we want to progress. Maybe we want to lose weight or eat healthier or go to bed earlier or improve a relationship, something that we know will help us help improve our lives, improve our health. Then I'm going to talk about two different places that we usually approach this from. The first one is not being good enough yet. Like when I arrive, then things will be good. Then I'll like myself. Then I'll be enough. Then I'll be content, satisfied with myself, these kinds of things. But the undercurrent is I need to do better in order to be enough because I'm not enough now. Things aren't enough right now. Now, a lot of times these people have a lot of drive, a ton of self discipline, maybe a little bit of control enthusiasm, but really they like to accomplish. They accomplish a lot, and and that's not a bad thing, but when you really examine it and look what's behind it, it's often fear and panic and anxiety and just that desperate feeling of, if I don't do this, then something bad is going to happen. And if we don't analyze it, what our brain is telling us is that we're not going to be enough if we don't. Now, I recognized this at a time in my life when I was told by my doctor that I couldn't exercise anymore. I had been overtraining and I had stressed my body to the point where it wasn't healthy. And when I was told that I couldn't, compete in triathlon and run and cycle like I really wanted to and hike like I really wanted to, this desperate, overwhelming feeling came over me of just, it was like panic. And I at that point I realized there's something more behind what exactly I was doing when I was cycling and running. And what I found when I examined it was that I really was trying to prove that I was good enough, that I was valuable, that I was important, that I was worthy. And what this ended up doing was increasing the stress. Like this approach, it increases the stress of a stress-driven disease, and it increased my emotional dis-ease because I certainly wasn't calm and content and happy and working from another place. I was working from a place of just complete insufficiency. That's not a fun place to be, because when we're operating from here, we believe the solution is to do more, to push harder, to work harder, to accomplish more. We're often dissatisfied and disapproving of where we're at now, here and now, and we are anxious to get out of here and now so that we can get on to feeling better about ourselves or better about whatever it is we're trying to improve. But the problem is that we really don't treat things that we don't like well. We kind of misuse them a little bit, maybe even abuse them and neglect them sometimes if we just don't like them, if we disapprove. And I'm talking about our relationship with ourselves. Improvement becomes harder when we are hating what we're trying to improve. It's like, and it increases our stress. Like, do you remember that feeling of trying to drive while your dad is in the passenger seat? Like when you're trying to learn? It's like stressful. There's a lot of pressure. When there's pressure of not being enough when we're trying to improve, it makes it harder for us to improve. Okay, so here's the other way. It's by loving ourselves better. Now, what do I mean? I want to describe it by this experience I had when I was in track. I used to run a couple different relays, but I'm thinking right now of the 1600-meter relay. And there was a girl who would start out and she would go as hard as she could, and we'd be waiting there for the baton. We'd run our hardest and then pass it on to someone else. We'd do this 4 times, but I'm going to talk about a 3-person relay right here. It's with the past self, it's with the present, and it's with the future. So while that girl is running, maybe the first girl drops the baton, right? But if she did, we'd be like, it's okay, grab it, keep going, you can do it. We'd know she was doing her best to her capacity at that moment. And then when she hands it to me, then I would be running as hard as I could. And I would run hard to set my next partner up the best that I could. I would go so fast because I'd be like, the more ahead I can get, the better off she'll be, the better position she'll be in when she starts off. We would cheer for each other. When we'd see the other person like running out of strength and energy, we'd be like, "You've got this. You can do it. Don't give up." And when we were done, whether we came in first or last, we would celebrate together, hug each other, huddle, and be like, "Good job. We did our very best. Way to go, us." Right? What if our approach to improving was like that for ourselves? What if the mistakes that we made in the past that maybe got us in the position we're in today, maybe we can be like, "You know what? You were doing your best, girl. Thank you. Thank you for running your part of that race. I've got it now. I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to run hard, and I am going to set the next girl up, which is my future self. I'm going to set that girl up, and I'm going to do my best. And when she's running, I'm going to be like, 'You go, girl. We've got you.'" So as I'm trying to improve the way I eat, go to bed earlier, improve my relationships, when I take that action and I'm taking it from a place of, I want to set tomorrow's girl up. I want to give her the best possible chance of success because I love her. I want her to succeed. I'm so proud of her. We have got this together. It's going to be a completely different story than what we're often doing. If we could hear what's going on in our minds when we're saying, "I'm going to stay up late and I expect you to be at the top of your game tomorrow. And I'm going to expect you to eat well, even though I skip breakfast. And even if you've got cravings, tough, you need to do better than that. You need to accomplish more. You need to do more. No resting, no naps, no breaks for you," right? That it just doesn't work. It doesn't work well. And it causes a rift in our relationship with ourselves. So in order to build trust, in order to set ourselves up for success, how much better would it be to be taking better care of ourselves from a place of love rather than from a place of insufficiency and not enoughness? It's awesome. It's an amazing difference. I can't even believe how much easier it is to take care of myself now with those new thoughts than it was with those old ones that were just so driven, but so hard on myself. If you're someone who's having trouble taking better care of yourself from a place of love, it's okay. Sometimes we've done this for a really long time and it's challenging to break the cycle on our own. It feels so desperate to keep doing it the same way we've been doing it. But if you want another way, call me. I've done this work and I can help you do it too. Okay, good luck. Go take care of you. Set tomorrow's girl up. You've got this.